How are you doing? So, the next practice I want to share is, oh, so good. I learned this from Caitlin Metz, who is on Instagram. She is an artist, educator, amazing human being. And she shared this practice of blind portraiture, which I've been calling my sightless selfies. And we're going to practice together because they're so much fun and I want everybody to try this. So how this works is you get a mirror. This is perfect because I'm already staring at myself in this camera. And we're just going to look at our faces for 1 minute, which, like, if you don't like eye contact, you don't have to stare at me for this long. It's okay. And then we're going to, without looking down, draw what we see on our paper without looking. So you just, like, it's hard. You might even have to, like, just protect your paper from your vision. But this starts out by noticing, right? So look at your face. You might have some judgments come up. Usually when I'm at home, I do this right when I wake up, and my first thought is like, oh, you look tired. I'm like, I don't care. Don't tell me that. Like, I'm here to just be with myself. It's okay. You might have a more compassionate dialogue and say like, oh, what's going on? I just want to look at my face and draw the picture. Sorry, that's true. So take a minute. We'll just look at our faces. Notice the shape of your eyebrow, the shape of your eye, how your nose looks. The longer you do this, you'll start to visualize, like, how could I do this in as few gestures as possible so that my nose isn't over here, my eyes aren't like down here, and my mouth is up here. So for me, it's really helpful to connect the lines when I'm drawing. Otherwise, my body parts might be in the wrong spot. Never a good thing. So I love this. Called like a Cupid's bow, I think. There's an actual word. I studied speech language pathology, so I should remember the parts of my face. Anyways, look at all the angles. Look at how your head shape looks, how your hair cuts across. Maybe you don't have hair. That's okay. You don't have to draw it. Your job just got easier. Look at the angle of your chin. And I love this process because the more I do it, the more neutral I feel coming into it. This is great too. I feel really grateful to have not had a whole boatload of body image issues, but this is such a beautiful way of being more connected with your body, regardless of where you're coming from, to just be able to stare at your body, see how beautiful it is, because it literally is. It's containing your life inside of it. Like, this thing is keeping you up and moving and doing what you want to do. Maybe not all the time, but it's a give and take relationship, you guys. So I'm gonna stop rambling and just look at my face. Okay, I feel done. You can kind of sense when you're done, when you're like, yeah, I get it, that's my face. So I'm gonna try really hard not to look. Oh, you guys, it's so hard not to look. And we're just gonna start. I like to put some eyebrows and do an eye and a nose. No. Okay, I think I'm done. Hope I didn't miss anything. Kids, these get me every time. They're so funny. Do you want to see? It's a pretty great self-portrait, right? Anyways, this has been fun. Yeah, I just really like being silly, and it helps me learn and grow and be a productive, well-rounded human being. So thank you for being here and learning with me. I hope you try this on. It literally takes a minute. It's kind of shocking, like, how little time it takes. I have a whole collection in here of some of my favorites. There's another one. They feel like little characters you get to go back and check in with, which I love. They're just like, have these guys. She doesn't have any pupils, which kind of freaked me out, and her nose is a bit like open. So then I drew myself with my eyes, and honestly, like, there's a reason we do this blind, because I think it removes that judgment afterwards of like, really? I mean, I think that's kind of a cute picture, but it's really not that much better than what I did with my eyes closed. Okay, one more. I guess this is 2 in 1. This was my first attempt. You can see all the flowers I put to beautify it. I like this guy. It's more open. This one felt a little intense. I really tried to do like the whole face, and it just felt like a bit much of like, I don't know. I hope I don't look like that. It's kind of like a potato. Okay. And then, like, just for some contrast, this is what happened when I saw, like, oh, look, this is blind. It's okay. And then I was like, oh, I'll draw myself for real. And do you see all this? Like, there's so much criticism here. Like, your mouth needs to go down more. Your nose doesn't look like that yet. You look so tired. Like, this looks like when I got my wisdom teeth out. And then I was like, yeah, I think this is why you don't look. Especially if you have, like, for me, I have always been an artist. I have proof that I am a creative human being, and yet there's a part of me that says, you can't draw, you can't paint, you aren't good at these things, don't even try. And if I do, there's this huge critic that comes up and says, see, that sucked. Which is like a huge turn off, you guys. I don't want to talk to that person. Which is why you get to close your eyes or just like look at yourself, your beautiful self in the mirror, and then make things like this and just burst out laughing because they're so beautiful. Like, yeah, that looks exactly like me. I hope you have fun with this, and I will see you later. Bye.